Straight ahead on 12 News, another project approved. See what else will begin construction in Golden Valley and how it's part of a plan to reshape the city's western edge. Plus, the home sale process is changing in Crystal. See what the city decided to do away with. But first, a mysterious substance surfaces on a Robbinsdale lake.
It's kind of a powdery substance. Hadn't seen anything like that before.
12 News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Heavy rains could be to blame for a big mess at a Robbinsdale lake.
The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency is investigating a white substance found floating at Lower Twin Lake. As Sonia Goins reports, experts aren't exactly sure what the liquid is, but some residents say they're concerned.
I come down here literally every day. I found it to be a real oasis.
Twin Lake is a popular recreation spot.
And amazed at how many families come here on a regular basis.
It's known for its abundance of fish and other wildlife.
He mostly likes to chase ducks.
Yoni Reinhardt's likes to walk his dog around the lake. He was very surprised to learn about the strange substance found in the lake.
It concerns me as a neighbor.
Tuesday, residents spotted something else besides ducks and lily pads floating on the lake. Now, this is where the problem occurred. Right here at this sewer drain, residents say they saw a white, gooey substance flowing out of this sewer drain. If you look closely, you can still see some of the residue on the rocks and on the shoreline.
Surprised. Hadn't seen anything like that before.
Tim Bechtold's yard is right next to the sewer drain.
There was just this white substance that was floating on the water. It's kind of a powdery substance.
Some construction debris got mixed in with the rainwater and went into the storm sewer, which obviously went into Twin Lake.
Officials with the Joint Water Commission say the problem occurred on their end when crews were working on a water main repair.
So the discharge came out of that storm drain over there.
Wendy Wursall is the president of the Lower Twin Lake Association. Her home also backs up to the lake.
We're concerned about the water quality and what the ultimate effect to the lake will be, and if it'll settle to the bottom and build up, hurt the water or hurt the fish.
We are, of course, working with the Pollution Control Agency to look into it and to see what steps need to be taken, if any.
Meanwhile, concerned residents want some answers as to why the spill happened in the first place.
I'm confused that they didn't take the time to take extra precautions, knowing full well that they were so close to this lake, and who knows what the continuing concerns could be.
In Robbinsdale, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency is gathering water samples. Once they analyze the substance, they'll determine if any other action is required.
Golden Valley fire investigators are trying to figure out how a fire started in a vacant home. It was called in shortly after 8 this morning. A passerby reported seeing smoke coming from the home in the 2200 block of Douglas Drive. The firefighters were able to quickly put the fire out. Golden Valley Fire Chief John Crelly says the fire originated somewhere inside the house, but says it's too early to say what may have started it.
How you buy and sell a home in Crystal is changing. The City Council approved doing away with city inspections at the point of sale. The city began requiring them in 1991 as a way to maintain its housing stock. But many realtors argued they held up sales and were not necessary when most buyers already pay for more thorough private inspections. However, Councilmember Laura Libby, a former realtor herself, voted against the repeal. She believes homes in Crystal won't be protected by eliminating the program. The repeal takes effect September 26th. City inspections would still be required if home sale closings occur before then. A transformation is taking shape on Golden Valley's west side.
Construction began this month on a brand new apartment complex along Highway 55, and now plans are in the works for 2 more projects that will help reshape the city's western gateway. Delane Cleveland explains.
The sound of heavy machinery reverberates through this section of Golden Valley Road near the Plymouth border. It's a sound that will become familiar here over the course of the next year.
There are 3 developments along Golden Valley Road, all of them kind of in various states of approval.
The biggest project is the Hello apartment complex, which replaces an old bowling alley and a small car dealership. Both are now piles of rubble. Down the street, a vacant Wendy's restaurant will soon turn into a 96-unit senior housing project and become the new headquarters for the Schuett companies. But that's not all. Right across the street from the Hello apartment complex, there will be another project called Cornerstone Creek, a 45-unit apartment complex that will serve adults with developmental disabilities.
The final PUD plan for Cornerstone Creek.
Tuesday night, the City Council unanimously approved the final plan for Cornerstone Creek.
I think it's a great idea. It's been my understanding it's kind of a prototype project, which might be a model for other similar developments elsewhere in the country.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it get done and having this facility for these residents who will need this service, and it's a good fit for our city. Thank you.
The council thinks it's a good fit because it fills a need, but also because it helps revive the city's western gateway.
Part of what we'll be doing as part of that Hello apartment project is getting some tax increment money to put in some sidewalks and better street lighting. So they see it as a way to gradually extend the downtown to the west.
Until then, people will have to get used to the sights and sounds of construction equipment. In Golden Valley, Delane Cleveland, 12 News.
The Cornerstone Creek development still needs to go through one final step to get financing approved, but Golden Valley officials say that should happen in the next month.
Newsweek magazine released its list of top 500 high schools across the country. One from the northwest suburbs made the list. Wayzata High School placed number 150 according to Newsweek, third highest in the state. The rankings are based on several factors, including graduation rates, percentage of students that attend college, and that community's poverty ranking. Tops in the state goes to Edina at number 71. It's the only Minnesota school to place in the top 100.
Getting kids ready to head back to school is an expensive time, and for families struggling to make ends meet, that annual school supply list is an extra burden. Here's a way you can help. Interfaith Outreach and Community Partners in Plymouth is collecting supplies for 750 students. Some boxes may look full, but they've only collected about 75% of what's needed, and Friday is the last day of the school supply drive. Most needed right now, dry erase markers, composition notebooks, and graphing calculators.
For each child, we provide a bag of probably about 15 items that averages about $35 or $40. Then you add a backpack on top of that and a calculator or some extra items, and it's a significant investment per child.
Donations can be dropped off through Friday at IOCP in Plymouth.
Today in Golden Valley, police officers and firefighters rolled up their sleeves to give blood. Memorial Blood Centers hosted the third annual Battle of the Badges blood drive. Giving blood is especially important to people who risk their lives for public safety. In 2000, Edina police officer Mike Blood was shot multiple times by a bank robber. He needed 120 units of blood to survive and recover. The need for blood is always great, especially now.
With the upcoming holidays, Labor Day coming up, there's an urgent need for O-negative blood right now, which is a universal donor.
To donate blood, you can go to the Memorial Blood Center's website. That's nbc.org. Coming up, putting your home under the energy microscope. Tips to make your home more energy efficient next.
Then later in sports, the Totino-Grace football team aims to be in the title hunt again this season.
But first, a break from the dreary skies. Thursday, rain clouds clear out, temperatures warm up. Energy conservation is always a hot topic, especially in your own home.
And for the Home Energy Squad, saving energy is their business. And Eric Nelson has more in this week's Money Savers.
Sometimes a house can be an energy drain.
I feel drafts in the winter and just wanted to see how we could improve that as well.
Sucking up power and wasting precious resources.
Take a look at roof venting.
That is where the Home Energy Squad comes in.
Every house has some opportunity.
Yes. They want to make your digs more energy efficient. The cost of the Home Energy Squad to visit your home is $70. The goal, of course, is to save you more than that in future energy bills.
Savings each month, each year, which, you know, who doesn't want to save, right?
Colleen Larson's Plymouth home recently went through an energy fitness test.
The blower door test is going to test the overall tightness of the home.
The Home Energy Squad checked for air leaks.
We're actually going to depressurize the home and measure how much air it takes to bring the house down to a specific negative pressure. Basically gives us an air leakage ratio.
The energy experts also put in fluorescent LED lights. Each bulb saves up to $5 a year.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of light bulbs installed in a house like this today, so that adds up really quickly.
The Home Energy Squad focuses on insulation, heating, the water heater, faucet aerators, and shower heads.
The faucet aerators and shower heads save not only on the amount of water that's being used, but on the natural gas bill.
The inspection is thorough.
I would recommend it highly.
And in the end, the Larson's house gets a high energy grade.
So this is your energy fitness plan, and today we gave your home a score of 100 out of 100.
For Money Savers, I'm Eric Nelson, Channel 12 News.
The Home Energy Squad is made possible by CenterPoint Energy and Excel Energy. Well, coming up, a story anyone with a sweet tooth will enjoy.
But first, we meet the man who enforces the rules in the fast-growing sport of lacrosse. Jay Wilcox has that and more when we come back.
Football is just around the corner already, and we have another preview with a local team that is playing above its size.
Yeah, they've had a great run of success, and everybody wondered, could they really compete with the big boys? And the answer is definitely yes. The Totino-Grace football team will compete in Class 6A again this year, opting up 2 classes above their school's enrollment. As John Jacobson reports in today's training camp report, the Eagles are looking forward to that challenge.
The Eagles were so close to winning it all last season, falling by a single point to Eden Prairie in the Prep Bowl, as EP won its 4th straight state championship. The Totino guys are back at work this summer, minus some big playmakers who graduated a year ago. And guess who they face in this weekend's season opener?
We know Eden Prairie is a great team, and they got some great competitors, and we're ready to play them. We want to play, and we want to have some fun, and we know it's going to be a great game. I get calls, and I get people coming up to me. You play for Totino-Grace. We're right behind you too. We're supporting you.
Somebody asked why do you opt up 2 classes? You could probably compete in 4A or 5A, and it's just so much fun. It just seems like the appropriate place to be, and we think we can compete with Eden Prairie, and we're looking forward to it.
Coach Jeff Ferguson says numbers are down a little in the program, meaning the Eagles won't possess as much depth as in years past. The Grace should be able to run the ball well again this year, with Gayflor Flomo and fullback Brady Bertram likely to carry the load. Hayden Lacey returns at offensive guard, while two-way starter Lewis Kidd should be one of the top linemen in the area, and Charlie Waters leads the linebacking core.
We're seeing a great improvement. Through the summer was great. We had a good off season. The smaller guys are looking really good.
We got some good backs who run hard. They were working hard. I think we understood that we're going to lose some seniors, we're going to lose some competitors, but I think the people that needed to step up have stepped up so far.
When the air turns cold in the fall, it always seems like Totino-Grace is right there with the state's top teams. A tough regular season schedule should have the Eagles playoff ready. John Jacobson, 12 Sports.
The Eagles were 12-2 last year, giving Jeff Ferguson a career record of 150-18. 5 starters return on offense and 6 on defense. The Eagles host Eden Prairie in a state title rematch Saturday at 7 o'clock. The Minnesota State High School League is making a push to get more people involved in officiating. This summer, we've featured residents of the northwest suburbs who make the calls so young athletes at all levels can play. Here's our final official business of the summer. This week on Official Business, we meet an Osseo man who watched and coached his kids as they grew up playing various sports. After they were grown up, he decided he wanted to get back into the game, and he's found a home as a lacrosse official.
Sportsmanship and safety is what guides us. We hope that it guides you, and we want you out here playing rather than on the sideline.
Bruce Stariha got his start wearing the stripes in another sport.
I began officiating as a football official, and my first year was the first year that the State High School League had the lacrosse be a sport for them, and they were looking for other officials, and an email was sent out, and I answered the email and showed up at one of the information gatherings and moved on to training, and here I am 9 years later. Quarter line, sir.
While some officials prefer to make their calls and keep their distance from players and coaches, Bruce says he's a talker.
I really enjoy the interaction between the athletes and myself. I get talking to them, show them that we're not just there to make calls, but we're right there with them, a part of the game, a part of the enjoyment of the game. Stay off the body, guys!
One thing that Stariha is excited about in lacrosse, seeing young coaches who were players themselves not long ago.
The folks that first started, the students, now they've gone to college and now they're coming back to coach and build the program, and these younger players are much more better at their skill levels.
A piece of advice Bruce Stariha has for anyone considering officiating: it's never too late to try it.
I've been in it 9 years, and I just look back to how many years that I wish that I would have been involved in it sooner. But getting involved in it when I did and giving back to the community is very important to me, and help mold and teach young athletes is really something that I enjoy every day out here. Tut!
And Bruce says he'll work as many as 6 days a week when the season rolls around again next spring.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jay.
You bet.
Well, this rainy weather is starting to interfere with outdoor plans. In New Hope, the annual Lions Corn Feed has been postponed 1 week due to the weather. It is an outdoor event, so drier weather is preferred. It'll be held next Wednesday from 4:30 to 8 at the corner of 45th and Winnetka in New Hope. Well, is the dreary weather getting you down?
Well, we'll show you how some Plymouth seniors helped raise people's spirits and a little cash when we come back. And finally, in the math world, Pi Day, as in 3.14, may be celebrated on March 14th, which is 3/14.
That's right.
Okay.
But in Plymouth, Pi Day is spelled with an E, and it's celebrated each August with slices of blueberry, cherry, and lemon meringue. The annual Pi Day at the Plymouth Creek Center is a fundraiser for the city's senior programs. At $4 a slice, volunteers served up a variety of fruit and cream pies to support senior programs that range from day trips to guest speakers to book club and craft club. Each year, a couple thousand seniors take part in the Plymouth programs as a way to connect and stay active.
If you don't go out and do something, whether it's a craft club or something else, you sit at home and pretty soon you're a crabby old lady sitting at home by herself watching TV, soaps or something. And I vowed when I retired I wasn't going to do that.
50 pies were served up today. The hope is that they'll raise a couple $1,000s to prevent crabbiness by having seniors take part in these programs. So
and also have a lot of fun with the programs.
And have fun with, that's right. That does it for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Have a good evening, and Community Corner is up next. We'll see you tomorrow.